before clocks, before watches, before minutes and seconds. Time was not counted. It was observed. For the ancient Egyptians, time was not mechanical. It was natural, fluid, alive. They did not divide time with gears and springs. They divided it with shadows, stars, and the movement of the sun. And yet they measured time with a precision that modern civilization still depends on. This is the story of how ancient Egypt measured time without clocks. In the modern world, time is fixed. An hour is always 60 minutes. A day is always 24 hours. In ancient Egypt, this was not true. Time changed with the seasons. Daylight hours in summer were longer. Night hours in winter were longer. An hour was not a constant unit. It expanded and contracted with nature. This system is called temporal hours, and it worked perfectly for a civilization aligned with the natural world. The sun was Egypt's primary clock. As it rose, climbed, and fell, it divided the day. But the Egyptians did not simply guess time. They used shadows. Obelisks were not only monuments, they were instruments. As the sun moved, the obelisk's shadow moved with it. Markings on the ground recorded morning, midday, afternoon. This allowed priests and officials to divide the day into 12 parts, not equal parts. Seasonal parts. The shadow told the time, silently, reliably, every day. Egypt did not need mechanical precision. It needed seasonal accuracy. Agriculture followed daylight. Religion followed celestial cycles. Administration followed predictability. Their timekeeping matched their world. That is why it worked for over 3,000 years. Without clocks, Egypt did not collapse into disorder. Instead, it achieved stability, because time was not something they owned. It was something they respected. They did not fight nature, they followed it. Ancient Egypt measured time without clocks because they understood something we often forget. Time is not just numbers. It is rhythm. Civilizations survive when they move with time, not against it. The Egyptians watched the sun. They tracked the stars. They listened to the sky. And in doing so, they mastered time. Long before we tried to control it, history is not silent. It is written in shadows and stars. If this changed how you see time, like this video, share it with those who question history, and subscribe to Secrets of Time for cinematic documentaries that explore how ancient knowledge still shapes our world today. But what about night? The sun was gone. Shadows vanished. So Egypt turned to the stars. The Egyptians used a tool called the merkit. It was simple, a straight sighting tool, a plumb line, and the sky. They aligned the merkit with specific stars crossing the meridian. As each star passed, another hour of the night ended. This system divided the night into 12 star-based hours. The Egyptians identified 36 star groups, called decans. Each decan rose at a predictable time during the night. By observing which decan was rising, priests knew the hour. This was not astrology. It was astronomy. Decans functioned like a rotating clock face written across the sky. Time passed as stars moved. In enclosed spaces, shadows and stars were unavailable. So the Egyptians used water clocks. Clepsydra water dripped at a controlled rate from one vessel to another. Markings inside indicated the passing hours. These clocks were adjusted seasonally to match longer or shorter hours. They were used for temple rituals, night ceremonies, official duties, even indoors. Time followed nature.